So Mick Schumacher won't be racing for Haas in 2023 after it was announced that he'd be replaced by Nico Hülkenberg. The switch means Schumacher doesn't have an F1 drive for next season, and with all the available seats having now been taken, the German won't be on the F1 grid in 2023. But it looks like a move to Mercedes is now very much on the cards, with Schumacher having now spoken about the move, while Mercedes team boss Toto Wolff has also opened up more about it. But before we begin, if you enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like, and also subscribe for more Formula 1 content. And you can follow me on Twitter at James_Formula1, and there'll be a link in the description. So Schumacher in the second half of 2022 was under pressure to keep his seat, there's no doubt about that. For me, I feel that despite some of his performances not being good enough, overall I think he improved throughout the year and put in some really solid results such as P6 in Austria. But in Abu Dhabi it was confirmed that the German would lose his seat, and to be honest I wasn't surprised. I mean, when team boss Günther Steiner would say things like it's 50-50 if he stays, while confirming interest in Hülkenberg, I expected this move to happen. And speaking more about the decision, Steiner said Haas needed a driver who can make us grow. He told the F1 Beyond the Grid podcast, Mick can become a good driver, or he's already a good driver, but he can get better, but how long does it take us? Because he's growing with us, he cannot make us grow. We said, how can we do that? We looked around and we knew Nico, we had a few discussions in the years before with him, and it never materialised as he came to work with us, so obviously there was the respect there. He was on the market, he hasn't driven now full time for 3 years, so we wondered, can he do it? Now Hülkenberg drove 2 races earlier this year for Aston Martin in place of Sebastian Vettel, and Steiner said he did pretty well. He added, we evaluated what's better for the team, and in the end it came out that it's better to get an experienced driver to make the team move up quicker. Because a Formula 1 team is one of those things, you need to go quick, otherwise you lose momentum and you stay behind. Now I do feel Schumacher should have got another season with Haas. Whilst the team wants an experienced driver to take them forward, I think after 2 years of learning, Mick would have been able to take Haas forward in 2023. I feel that this season he's shown flashes of what he can do, and I think with the car set to get better next year due to the team being able to run closer to the cost cap limit, I think we would have seen good performances from Mick. But it's not to be, although he's still young enough to make a year out work, especially with a team like Mercedes behind him. Now Mercedes are in need of reserve drivers. Stoffel van Dorn has gone to Aston Martin, and Nick de Vries has left his role as Mercedes reserve driver to take up a seat at AlphaTauri. Daniel Ricciardo was linked with Mercedes, although it's now official that the Australian will be Red Bull's third driver in 2023. Now news broke at the Brazilian Grand Prix that Mercedes were eyeing up Schumacher as a reserve for next year, should he lose his seat at Haas. And when that was confirmed, Mercedes team boss Toto Wolff joked the Austrian mountaineer must have got to Steiner over his decision. He told Sky Germany, Günther is Günther. That's his management style. He comes from the mountain, the air is thinner there. You can't always think so well. It's authentic, and I've already seen this style can work. Different paths lead to success. Now Schumacher has been a member of the Ferrari Driver Academy since 2019, but according to Sky, he's expected to let that partnership expire in order to pursue other options within the sport. And Wolff said Mercedes can look after Mick, adding, he deserves a place on the grid and not as a test driver. Maybe there's an intermediate step in which we play a role. So it looks like Mercedes are definitely keen to get Schumacher on board and help him return to a race seat. And it's clear they rate Mick highly. I mean, his dad and 7-time world champion Michael Schumacher drove for Mercedes between 2010 and 2012, while Mick has also been very successful in the junior categories. And speaking about moving to Mercedes, Mick said, I've shown my pace, and I know that a lot of people in the paddock are happy about how I've developed. So I'm sure that I'll be able to talk to a great deal of teams. My dad did the switch from Ferrari to Mercedes. I don't see a reason why not. Now I think this move can work for Mick. I mean, he'll learn to work in a top team and continue developing as a reserve before taking his experience into a full-time race seat, which could come in 2024. But what do you think about the move? Let me know in the comments below. But that's going to be the video from me today. Thank you ever so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for more videos, and until the next one, take care. Bye.